Hi, good morning. I'm Anna Tai. I'm a registered dietitian and also a board certified specialist in pediatric nutrition with a focus on functional medicine. I help kids with ADHD to achieve their full potential naturally without medication. And many years ago, I helped my crazy wild child with who couldn't read or write with the four steps po- 4 steps that I laid out in my book Eat to Focus, and she's now a merit scholarship student majoring in pre-med at Loyola Chicago University. So today I want to talk about how to optimize your results when you're using ADHD supplements. If you know me or have read my book or work with me, you know that I don't do single therapy. It's a waste of time and money. And just like you, I go for the quick results, quick permanent results. So I want to talk about this topic today because I see a lot of parents make the mistakes of focusing on just finding that one vitamin, that one supplement, or that one diet, or actually, they don't even look at the diet. And they just ignore the whole diet part. And I just feel sad because it's such a huge part of the ADHD treatment if you don't fix the diet first. So basically, this is how it looks like when you focus on those little things like the vitamins and minerals. There's just a tiny, very little tiny part of the whole treatment process. It's like you try and put the most expensive gasoline in your car, but you're ignoring the regular maintenance, making sure the engine's functioning, the transmission working, you have the correct tire pressure or the alignment. So I understand that everyone wants to have a quick fix. I like to fix things fast too, but I fix it in a more methodological way. And but then the thing is, when you do like trial and error with random supplements or vitamins, is like what kind of time are you really saving? You run around in circles trying different supplements. You try something this week or this month, it didn't work, and then you go and try another one that you saw someone mention on that you mentioned on that someone mentioned on a Facebook group. So, what time are you really saving? And your body is not an empty bucket that you just pour something in, fill up the hole, and then call it a day. Your body is a very complicated machine where there are many moving parts and systems that needs to be working together harmoniously. If one system is not working, it might actually stop the whole machine. So if you're just focusing on just supplements, you're missing out on a huge piece or pieces of the puzzle. The other reason why single therapy doesn't work is because when you add just one nutrient without the others, you can actually tip the balance and may create a deficiency of other nutrients, which will slow things down. So you get the idea, right? So I'm going to talk about magnesium as an example today because it's one of the supplements that is most asked about among different kind of supplements for ADHD. Well, obviously because of its calming effects. So magnesium is calming because the body needs magnesium to relax, especially in the muscle. There's Magnesium helps to relax muscle in this very intricate electrical mechanism. In fact, your body is really like a machine because it runs on electricity. That's why having enough electrolytes and minerals is so important. And most vitamins and minerals are what we call micronutrients. These usually serve a functional purpose, such as making things happen. And magnesium is a mineral that has over 300 different functions in the body, which makes it super important. But it is not the only minerals that your body needs. There are many others. But like I said, we're just going to talk about magnesium as an example. Also, a lot of studies actually show that magnesium deficiency is very common in kids with ADHD. And one studies actually show up to 95% of kids with ADHD have a magnesium deficiency. So I'm going to talk about the function of magnesium in relation to ADHD. So there are 4 ways that magnesium calms the ADHD brain. So number 1, magnesium is needed to make the calming brain chemical serotonin. Serotonin is the chemical that kind of calms you down and give you that feel-good feeling. And in the process of making serotonin, your body also needs magnesium and then some vitamin B's and amino acid from the protein that we eat. And then the number 2 function is magnesium is needed to make myelin sheaths that covers the brain cells in the nervous system. So the myelin sheaths is kind of like the plastic covering of electrical wires. So something kind of like wires that you use every day. So this plastic outing is kind of like the same idea as the myelin sheets. So when you cut this thing open, inside is all electrical or metal wires. Without this coating inside the brain, all the electrical current and the firing is going to be all over the place. That's kind of what makes you crazy, because when you don't have that outer covering, the electricity is going all over the place. But when you have that wiring, all the electricity stay in here and they travel along to go to places where it's supposed to. So that's kind of the function of the myelin sheets. And the process of making that is you need vitamin B's and also fats from the fatty food that we eat. That's the reason why kids needs to have a high fat diet. Then number 3, magnesium helps to activate these enzymes called delta 6 desaturase. So what this enzymes does, it converts alpha-linolenic acid, ALA, into docosahexaenoic acid, or more commonly known as DHA. So DHA is the active form of the omega-3 fatty acid that your body can actually use. So again, in this process, if you get enough magnesium in your supplements to help activate these enzymes, but you don't eat enough food that provides you with the ALA, in the end, you're still not going to have this function or this process working, because there's nothing to work on. So the other thing, let's see, supplementing will help. So you're basically wasting your magnesium supplement if you make sure that you have the other food to go along with it. And then number 4, magnesium helps the body gets rid of all the garbage. So every day when you put food in your system or in your body, and also when you have all these chemicals reaction going on in your body, there's a lot of waste product generated. So your body have to get rid of it. And magnesium, along with other nutrients and especially vitamin B6 together, actually reading a message. So all these magnesium and these other nutrients together, they actually help in the detoxification process. So the thing is, you can be putting in the magnesium to do is all these 300 different functions, but then you're not focusing on your diet or changing your diet and watch what's going in. So it's kind of like you cleaning your house, but then your kid just run in with dirty shoes and tracking mud all over the house with the muddy shoes. So you're gonna clean again. So basically you're just wasting time, keep putting things in and then keep dirtying at the same time. So what does this all mean to you? So what it means is magnesium is important for ADHD, but you also need a clean diet and other nutrients together to get the best and fastest results. And this is the reason why I came up with the 4-step Eat to Focus program to help you navigate the natural ADHD treatment process so you can get the best and quickest results possible. And the 4 steps of the Eat to Focus program will actually provide you with the roadmap from start to finish to get your child to calm down and focus naturally without medication. The goal really is to support and nourish your child's whole body from the inside out to get your child to be able to stay calm and focused. So you can actually stop yelling at your kids all the time. I've been there. It's not a fun feeling. I hate being the bad mom that's always yelling at my child. Like my child even have a devil picture of me on her phone. But anyway, that was, well, we'll just laugh about it now. So here are the 4 steps that can help you optimize your ADHD supplements, and so you can have more quality time with your child. So step 1 is the clean start. So basically, you just want to remove as much as possible all the brain whacking food and toxins, so you can relieve the toxic burden in the body so the brain can actually function better or have more resources to function on. And then step 2 is you need to feed the ADHD brain, because the ADHD brain functions slightly different than the normal brain. So you have to feed it a certain way, feed it a certain food, and avoid certain food, so that way you can maximize the brain function. And then along with that, that's where you also add the supplements to boost some of the function and correct some of the defective or broken pathways. And then step 3 is when you feed the ADHD gut. So this is kind of the newer evidence and science out there. So there are more evidence showing that there's a very strong connection between the brain function and the gut function. So in fact, we actually discover that the intestine makes a lot of the brain chemicals, or makes a lot of the substrate or precursor that our brain can use to make its own brain chemicals. So if you can fix the gut, you actually can boost the results of your ADHD supplements a lot. Then step 4 is what I call the brain reboot. So now step 1, step 2, and step 3, you put in all the right resources and laid out the foundation. Then step 4 is where you're going to help the body to put all the new resources in its right place. And that way you can create the new, more effective brain functions and brain connections, and also build muscle memories in the brain. So there you have it, how to optimize the ADHD supplements. And I hope you find this information helpful. So let me know what you think and comment below, or if you have anything that you're interested in, let me know, and maybe I'll make a video out of that next week or maybe tomorrow. But remember, ADHD doesn't doom your child to a life of underachievement. You know that your child is bright, full of potential, and deserves the best. And in fact, many of the world's greatest inventions and discoveries were made by people with ADHD. So stay strong and keep believing in your child. And don't forget to check out my new book, Eat to Focus, at Amazon.com. You can learn more about my story and the 4 steps that I just talked about, and the information might change your child's future. So that's it. All right, bye. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.